Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. In today's, or should I say in this evening's stream, I'm going to be attempting to transport, well, it'll be the longest haul that I've actually done on Euro Truck Sim. We're talking nearly 1900 miles. It's going to be I don't know. I mean, we're going to see, aren't we? But I think it's going to be long, groveling. But we're going to sit back. We're going to chill out. Hopefully, have a few decent conversations and just enjoy a little bit of trucking. But like I say, without further ado, let's get stuck straight in, shall we? Ah, back in the old Scania. Absolutely love this truck. Lights on. I have just customized it as well, which I thought was pretty cool. Better than the previous paint job that I had anyway. But yeah, without further ado, let's get this trip going, shall us? Put my wipers on. As you can see, it is not a good start. My fault for not looking. A second. Make a few adjustments. Right, that's better. Can actually move around. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, discovered a recruitment agency, eh? That's pretty sweet. But yeah, today I've been really enjoying playing Euro Truck. And I'm quite excited to get back in, So I thought to myself, why not? Let's push all the limits to what we're used to doing, and we'll make an evening of it. Oh, but I don't want you to do that. But I hope you're all doing well anyway. Another doom and gloom day. It's almost an accurate representation of the weather for me in the real world. How's it going, Sim Racer? It's a bit strange, isn't it? Ah, there we go. But yeah, we've got a really long haul. I think all in all, it works out just over 1900 miles. So yeah, fatigue has definitely been switched off. Whoa. Nice one, man. I am excited for you. I am excited. You'll enjoy every moment of it, I promise you that. You'll have to get your hands on a few DLCs if you can pick them up cheap enough. We'll stop in and get some motion lotion. There we go. To be fair, I never actually played the demo because I knew that I would like the game regardless. I'm not too sure how long does the demo actually last anyway. You'll have to give the American truck demo a go. But more or less to the point, you know, we'll see if we can make it. "62 miles of free roam. Not bad." Oh, okay. I mean, it's still quite a considerable amount of time, isn't it, to be able to, you know, play a demo. I mean, usually you don't get that long. But it's pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah, the American trucks, they are really, really nice, you know, with the longer noses and everything. The one thing that I wish that they did add was like some smokestacks. You know, it's what I love about SnowRunner. With some of the mods, you know, just plumes of smoke. For me, more smoke the better. But yeah, it's definitely a beautiful game to play. There's a lot of mods as well that can kind of like reshade and retexture, so it can make the game look more better than what it already is, you know. Pretty sweet though. But I appreciate you all coming in. Like I say at the beginning of the video, this is actually going to be the longest trip that I have ever made for Euro Truck. You know, I've been missing it. You know, I've been neglecting it, and I wanna get something good going. You know. Oh, what's going on here? Evening, Venom, mate. How you doing? Ah. Yeah, I always wondered what the modding aspect of things would be like. Nice one, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Like I say, I've been really enjoying coming back and playing this. You know, over the last couple of weeks, you know, I've had so much going on that I haven't actually had any real time to kind of just sit down and enjoy this game. So I thought I'd just come in and do something that I haven't done before. You know, it is going to be a long stream. It is going to, you know, it's going to be a lot of driving, but you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Well, that would depend, Sim Racer. That would depend. I might get some red tassels. Who knows? I might even push it and do some lovely pink lacing as well. But no, I think I've got the next giveaway sorted out for the 200 subscriber mark. I'm going to give one of you lovely people, subscribers, the chance to win a pair of socks. No, I'm joking. Yeah, you imagine. I think YouTube would have something to say about that, don't you? Yeah, no, I know, man. It's all good. I mean, the perks of having only white and black socks is you can't mess it up. Nah, it's all good. Can't believe that though. I mean, I was looking through a lot of comments to do with this Fern bus coming to consoles, you know, and there are a lot of the suspected comments. Some of them are pretty genuine, actually. Like, you know, they do raise pretty good concerns when it comes to it. Oh, I won't change for anyone, Sim Racer. Don't you worry about that, mate. I'm comfortable. Gotta love the socks. I feel sorry for anybody that's joined the stream that has no idea what we're talking about. Oh dear. Never a dull moment, eh? You watch a view count go down now. I ain't joining some bloke watching him with his white socks playing Euro Truck. What's this all about? But what have you all been up to today, anyway? Oh dear, Sim Racer. I have to get you a bib. I got plenty of white socks. I'm sure I can make you one. Oh, I can understand that, Sim Racer. Like I said, the moment that you get it, the moment that you sit down and you've got no time limits, you know, you're not restricted in any way, and you can just sit down and enjoy it for what it is. Oh, you're going to be in your element. A Tommy Tippy bib. Not just any Tommy Tippy bib. One with a Diesel Viking logo on it. I better copyright that. Get a patent, you know. You imagine that. But yeah, you'll have to let me know when you do get it. We'll do some convoys if you're up for that. You know, I've always wanted to do, like, you know, like merchandise, but I don't think I'd ever be able to kind of wrap my head around it, you know. This truck has got that much power, you can hear it chugging when you put the cruise control on. I mean, it does have a 3,000 brake horsepower engine in it, so that would probably explain why. Yeah, I would imagine you would get all the features. Good thing about GeForce Now is it gives you the option to play. If you don't have a high spec PC, you can like rent through them to use their specs, you know, their servers, so it's not too bad. That's gonna be a messy cleanup. But yeah, the multiplayer element of everything, I can't wait to do that. It is like server based, and I know that different servers have different mods enabled. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. To be fair, SimRacer, I don't really use that many, if I'm honest. I think the main one that I actually use more than anything is like an upgraded LED light kit, like Xenons. Yeah, because lighting is quite important in it when it comes to driving. I may have a play around with the mods a little bit later on and just see what's actually available. Because you aren't just strictly like restricted to trucks. You can drive buses. You can. I saw like a Ford Mustang on there as well. So you can actually drive like cars and buses if that's something that you really wanted to do. Do you know, it's really, it sucks, to be honest, because I wish there was no, like, I don't even know if there is an option for it, but to remove the truck limiter, because it's restricted to like 55. Ah, I see. It's all probably linked through the Steam workshop anyway. Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice to you know, experience the multiplayer aspect of everything, and that goes for anybody as well. You know, if anybody wants to actually join in and take part in it, you know, just let us know in the comments section. You know, because I'm very keen to get something going. So are you on Xbox Sim Racer or PlayStation? I mean, I'm a bit worried about the time. Just got under 15 hours to do 660 miles. It's like riding a snake. It can't be that bad, surely. Ah, I see. Do you play anything else? I mean, do you play Hell Let Loose? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, it's going to be pretty sweet, nevertheless. I mean, for me, when I first started playing Euro Truck and American Truck, I think just playing around with the settings and trying to get everything, you know, sorted out, all the key bindings up and running. Yeah, once you get all of that nitty-gritty stuff out of the way, you know, the game can be quite enjoyable. Well, I mean, I can't blame you there. You know, I definitely would pick Euro Truck over Hell Let Loose, more so for the simulation side of it. But I have been looking at some new steering wheels. I'm fairly confident that I'm set on the Fanatec, the DD Pro, but I also like the round wheel, so I'm probably going to end up getting a round wheel as well. Probably look at getting like a trucking wheel or something, because I need to upgrade the shifter and everything. I need to kind of take that next step. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is like when I first started out, I just thought to myself that, you know, the G29 is probably going to be suffice for what I was using it for, because at that time, you know, on console there aren't very many simulation games that you can really use a wheel on. So, but now that I've got access to other things, you know, it's time to upgrade, I think. I give a massive shout out to all the new subscribers as well. We are so close. I mean, my target is to reach 200. Yeah, I think we're 179, 180, I think. So we're not that far away. Yeah, that's it. I'm not really worried about the money side of it, if I'm honest with you. How's it going, Rocky Man? Welcome to this. Well, welcome back to the stream, should I say? Hope you're doing good. Oof. 7 times. Wow. There he is. How's it going, Alexander? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, mate. Like I say, everybody that's new, that's just joined, this is in fact the longest, well, the longest haul that I've ever done on Euro Truck. So it is going to be quite a lengthy stream. Like I said, it works out just over 1,900 miles. So, you know, get your snacks whilst you can, like. Well, I mean, Rocky, how many times has it got to happen, you know? It is a shame, but unfortunately it just gets worse over time. You know, they stop maintaining it, and things which weren't a problem become progressively worse. And just open up a can of worms, don't you? Yeah, I'll have a look, SimRacer. I appreciate the info. I'll have a look at it. But I kind of want to get myself something which is going to tie in with what I've got planned. Because what you see now is just the basics, you know. It's just for when, you know, it's just something that is doing me for the meantime until I finish building what I'm building. Oh. Ah, nice one, man. How you getting on with it? See, I've always been tempted to buy Gran Turismo, but I don't know. I think I'll wait a little bit longer into its life cycle. You know, when all the hype's kind of fizzled away. I'm so glad that that caravan driver turned off then. Ah, I see. You know, there's quite a lot of stuff which I want to do. At the moment, I've decided I quite like the idea of actually having a cab. I've been looking to see if I can get myself an actual truck cab. Which I think could be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Alexander, it's going to be cool, isn't it? You know, I mean, the whole idea of, you know, potentially being able to play it on console is going to be incredible. But let's just hope that let's just hope that it comes over in a nicer state than what Taurus Bus did. Shh. Shh, Sim Racer, shh. What she don't know won't hurt her, right? So what they say is always easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Ah, no worries, man. God, it feels like we haven't even put a dent in this trip. Still got 445 miles to go. But yeah, Alexander, I mean, the thing is, I know that with the console version of Fernbus, they said that we're supposed to get all the DLC as well. I don't know if that entails like buses, but I do know that there's going to be other maps I'm fairly confident to play. But also another thing which would be rather interesting to see is to see what price tag they decide to put on it, because they know that the game is quite heavily anticipated for console. They may try and, you know, stretch it out a little bit more, see how much they can actually get out of it. But Alexander, what's Gran Turismo like now? Oh. How's it going, Ken? Give me a free shifter as your loyal viewer. I mean, I can do even better than that. I mean, as a loyal viewer, I can give you a signed pair of white socks, if that's something you'd be interested in. A free shifter, eh? I'm guessing you're in the need of a shifter. The thing is, though, Ken, they aren't actually that expensive to buy, believe it or not. But I mean, once I've got everything set out that I need to get done, and once the channel gets to a point of where I deem it somewhat acceptable, this whole setup, the steering wheel, the shifter, and the pedals, I will be giving away to a lucky subscriber. Yeah, the white socks, Ken. Gotta love it. Oh, fair enough, Alexander. To be honest, things like OMSI 2, I was gonna actually buy that, but I don't know. As much as I like bussing and stuff, I didn't feel that the graphics were good enough to keep me interested, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot, Alexander, you got yourself a shifter, didn't you? I suppose that's quite nice using that with Gran Turismo. That's if you use a shifter, obviously. Well, I don't really see it as kind of like giving it away, Alexander. It's more of like a subscriber giveaway, essentially. Well, to be fair, I already own Fernbus for the PC, and it doesn't run too badly. It definitely needs a bit of optimizing. But I mean, you know, whether I buy it for console is another story. I mean, at the end of the day, we all kind of know how this is going to go. Play some music. Yeah, I'm sure YouTube would love that, Ken. Maybe you could do a little sing-song for us. See how many strikes I can get in one stream. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be a little bit of hot topic in it, really, this Fernbus. The thing is, though, I just hope that it doesn't distract people away from, you know, wanting to have things like Tourist Bus and that updated. Oh, I need to be over there anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. In its sim racer, I mean, graphics aren't everything. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not really going to get a sort of a decent insight into it until we see gameplay. Well, it would depend on what platform you're playing on, Ken. Consoles, it'll be Xbox Store or the PlayStation Store. And PC, you have a few options, you know. You can get it on Steam or... Third time lucky? I don't know. I think this is the same issue that we had, like I had specifically when it came to on the road going over to Tourist Bus. Is that I knew I kind of hoped that it would be better, and of course it is better in many ways, you know, different engine, all that stuff. But they all still come with their problems, and you know, is Fernbus for consoles just going to be another game to look at in your library and want to play it but can't play it because it doesn't work properly? Who knows? No, Ken. You should know in this world you don't get anything for free. Especially when it comes to Steam. And I would advise, if you see any links which claim if you download them you get it for free, I would advise not downloading it for obvious reasons. Well, they did say that there are. They did say they're using. Well, they didn't say that it's going to be a complete package of Unreal Engine 5. They said that they were going to be using some of the features from Unreal Engine, and then obviously progressively, as time goes on, more and more will be added. But the thing is, they can't even update the games which they've already got or have already put out. So I think it was just to probably build the hype up to some degree. How's it going, Juan? Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I have played the bus, and it's. I mean, in my humble opinion, and bearing in mind this is just my opinion, I don't actually think that the bus is as good as what it's made out to be. You need a ridiculously high spec PC in order to run it the way that you see it on YouTube. It makes your PC, your laptop run stupidly hot. It's poorly optimized and more or less to the point. I understand that it's still in early access, but it's just not worth playing, in my opinion. There are better games out there to play. I shouldn't drive the way I'm driving with the left foot hitting the brake. Right. So what do you want me to do, Ken? Use my hands? Yeah. The AI, the traffic in all of their games is really bad. It may look nice in the bus, you know, but it's everything outside of the bus which is the problem. Keep an eye on this whole road a minute, because it is very foggy. Oh, definitely not, Ken. Definitely not. You know, I don't think there are many games which will fall into the same category as Euro Truck and American Truck, in all honesty. Don't get me wrong, Tourist Bus is an okay game, but I wouldn't put it in the same category as Euro Truck or American Truck, no. Definitely not. Oh, it gets even better than this sim racer, because you can download mods which increase the intensity of the weather, better thunderstorms and stuff. But yeah, it is brutal. It is brutal. Oh no, Juan, he was just playing the demo. He was playing the demo. If you're referencing to what was said earlier anyway. Oh, it's me. Whoa, those lightning flashes really catch you out. I'm not too sure whether there's a passenger mode, Ken. I know that there's modded cars. You're not just stuck to trucks. You can drive modded cars and buses and things like that. It's not too bad here, Juan, at the moment. God, you see how that... God, too much power almost kicked out on me. But yeah, the weather's not too bad. We had a few big thunderstorms, you know, and it's cleared somewhat of the humidity and heat away. Yeah, this is what I mean, you see. It's like with these simulation games, like if you have the means to buy, if you have the means to get yourself a rig, steering wheel, the full 9 yards, get yourself a PC, get it all set up nicely. Once you play something like Euro Truck or American Truck, you will not want to go back. It's just as simple as that. Yeah, Juan, actually, I've looked at the snow mod, but I think that the Steam Workshop version hasn't been fully updated yet. So it didn't actually work when I downloaded it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I think the fatigue element is it's a nice feature. Don't get me wrong. It definitely immerses you into, you know, the whole trucking life. But it can get a bit tedious. You know, like I say, once you get a taste of what these games are really about, the essence of what they're really about, and what they offer, you can kind of see why, from from a console player's perspective, going on to PC for the first time, you know, you'll be blown away. You'll be blown away, and it's not just games like this as well. You know, there are a lot of different simulation games which you can dabble in. And by all means, like, I'm not trying to rub it in anybody's face or anything like that. You know, it's just me giving my honest verdict, being a console player myself, moving over to PC at the same time. You can kind of see what all the fuss is about, you know. Right. Let's go on over. We'll catch up with the chat though. Ken, I mean, they're both equally good. You know, they're by the same developer, so it will really depend on whether you prefer American trucks compared to European trucks, or you know, driving through America or driving through Europe. You know, buying them both, they're cheap enough anyway. You can experience both sides of it. Oh, I appreciate that one. I do, honestly, I appreciate that. Oof. But actually being able to go oversea as well, it's great. It's great. You wouldn't find anything like that in On the Road. No way. Um, to be fair, Ken, I've played Bus Simulator 21 a little bit. Um, but as much as I like busing, it feels very, I don't know, I can't really put it into a category really, but it's very arcadey. It just feels like I have to try and find an excuse to play it. It's not really compelling enough for me. The first thing straight away which annoyed me straight out of the gate was the fact that I couldn't adjust my seat far back enough to be able to see like the full steering wheel, and that for me just, I know that probably sounds a little bit silly to most of you, but I want to be able to kind of customize the field of view, the viewing angles, the way that I want to see them, you know. On over to Dover. I just got to remember now that I'm driving on the other side of the road. That's another great feature about this game. You know, and you have to keep yourself on your toes as well, because it's like you drive in on the right hand side and then moving to the left hand side. You know, it can be quite confusing sometimes. Yeah, it's arcade-ish. I wouldn't say that it's fully arcadey, don't get me wrong, but like, I definitely feel that from playing Bus Sim 18 and then moving over to Bus Sim 21, I definitely feel like that whole jump was a bit of a wasted opportunity. I definitely feel that they could have added a little bit more. It's basically just a retextured version of Bus Sim 18 with a few extra features. And what makes it even worse is that you can actually access the map from Bus Sim 18 as well. You know, and they've definitely bloated it with that fact. You know, it's nothing new and you're not seeing anything new. But like I say, that's just my opinion and my take on it. You know, some people absolutely love it, and that you know, that's fine, they're entitled to that. But for me, I feel like there's just better games out there to play, busing related. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, Sim Racer. I would say that Fernbus is probably the closest thing you're gonna get to, you know, like Euro Truck style, the map at least. But that's what I mean about the PC side of things, you know. You don't actually have to buy these games full retail. You know, there are third-party sites which you can get codes from, you know, and get them for a third of the price. So, you know, you just got to have a look about. I mean, if I was to say to somebody, you know, if someone was to come to me and ask me whether they should buy Bus Sim 21, I'll just tell you how it is, you know. I wouldn't recommend the game, not at all. It definitely didn't fulfill what I wanted from it, put it that way. And you may ask, well, what did you want from it? It's a busing game. It's not just a busing game, there are elements within it which, I don't know, it just doesn't really feel... It doesn't really feel right. It almost feels a bit mobile-ish, if that makes any sense. But then I guess it may be a target audience, you know. But it's definite. The target audience is definitely not like the pure sort of like sim, you know, simmers essentially. The king of simulation. Wow. I decided what TML stands for. Yeah, too many lies. I think that describes it quite perfectly, don't you? He should legally change his name to Fibian, not Fabian. Lies like a cheap watch. Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying that it's a review, Ken. It's just my honest opinion. You know, I mean, I could sit here and talk about it all day long, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change the way that I feel about it, no matter how much I play it. I think that on Bus Sim 21, the system, the mission prompt could do with a lot of work. I'm actually stuck in the game at the moment where it wants me to click on a bus schedule at the bus stop, and I've done that and it still hasn't cleared the mission, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Sim Racer. Sometimes when I'm playing it, I'm sat back, you know, I've just become extremely complacent, you know, like I've got tunnel vision, I've zoned out, you know, gone to oblivion for a second, and next thing you know, I'm speeding and I've got these sirens going off. You know, it's enough to give anyone a heart attack, you know. I mean, logically, my head, for Fernbus on console, my head wants it to do well, But in my gut, I know that the game is just going to be like the rest of them. And as much as I want to try and, you know, somewhat deny that, I think that's what the problem was to begin with anyway. Was I give them too much leeway and too much chance, and I gambled more money with that company, and I sat there and said to myself, well, I can't be frustrated or upset because I knew the outcome anyway. You know, we know what they're like. We know their lack of communication and lack of updates and stuff like that. Phone bus isn't going to be any different. Ooh, that's a tough one, Ken. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I can't really narrow it down, because a lot of games nowadays, especially Euro Truck and American Truck, they actually offer mods which customize the physics, and like the truck physics, the steering physics, everything. You can literally go all out to make it as realistic as you possibly can. But I don't know, I mean, for anything else other than realism, I always find that you can have a good game, but there's always an element to it which, you know, in your opinion, may be missing. And I feel that way about a lot of games, you know, like, for instance, Tourist Bus. You imagine having the ability to use a shifter or a clutch, or on the road shifter and clutch. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're supposed to be sim games, but they don't actually offer like full accessibility to the tools which you have. Yeah, Sim Racer, yeah. I mean, like I say, at the end of the day, right, if anyone wants to buy Phone Bus, they are more than, you know, carry on. But when you play the game and find that it's not what it is, and you know it doesn't live up to your expectations, knowing full well the company's reputation as it stands, you know, we can't complain about these things. You know, it's like a stovetop, isn't it? You know, you're told that if you stick your hand on that stovetop, you're gonna get burnt. So you do it anyway and get burnt and then complain about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just can't win. It's more like a tornado, Juan. A bit wet and choppy at first. You know, then comes through, takes the house, takes the car. I give them credit. I give them credit. They are very, very good at what they do. But the problem is that what they're doing is ruining anyone that wants a chance at sim games on consoles an opportunity to enjoy them. I have no idea, I believe. I think I just drive around with a high beam on so that you guys can see a little bit more. I am aware that it's on. But more or less to the point, I just want to drive. I just want to blind all the drivers. Lithuania? Austria? Where should we go? Lithuania or Austria? Yeah, I agree with you, Alexander. Yeah, there are problems on all platforms that you play on, regardless. But it's not so much knowing that there are problems; it's how those problems are dealt with. More or less to the point. And TML and all that sort of stuff, they don't do a very good job with resolving the issues, even when it's brought to their attention countless times. Lithuania it is. But yeah, like I'm not. I haven't played it, Ken. I know what you're on about, but I haven't played it. Do you see how the light faded away then when I attached the trailer? Suppose I can turn my window wipers on before I get, told off. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I don't have to do that. I don't have to stick my head out the window, but I don't know, I just like doing it. Oh dear. And I'm on the wrong side of the road. That's just because I've done like nearly 900 miles driving on the right hand side. But it is what you make it. Do you know what I mean? Like these simulation games, you've got to have some form of imagination. Oh, it's crashed. Do you know what, right? I've actually looked at these button boxes, and essentially it depends on how immersive you want to get when it comes to simulation. It's not necessary, because anything that you put on those button boxes is a key binding, which is accessible from your keyboard anyway. And I don't actually use, like, it's surprising because I thought that I was going to be using a lot of key bindings, when in actual fact I only use what, maybe 4, maybe 5. So I don't think, in my opinion, it's justifiable. But it'll look nice, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I've looked at it. I just don't think that what they really offer is kind of justifiable for the price they ask for them. And you can always buy the smaller keyboards and flip the keys off and actually buy button presets that you can put on top. So it's a cheaper way of doing it, and you can customize it the way you want to. Yeah, I think a lot of people followed that same sort of pattern, Alexander. I mean, the thing is that I think on the road it's almost like, how do we put it? Best way I can describe on the road, it's almost like a gateway drug. You know, it gives you an idea of what it's about, but then encourages you to want to play better sim games, you know, like ETS and ATS. If that's a good way of, you know, comparing it, analysing it, whatever. Yeah, that's it, Sim Racer. That's it. I mean, personally, I mean, it may look nice, you know, if you're going to go for like the full shebang, you know, all the bells and whistles. But I don't know. But I really hope, for the sake of consoles, that Fernbus doesn't turn into an absolute mess. They've got a lot of pressure on them now because people have been asking for that game for years to come to consoles. Let's just hope that they don't balls it up when they do it. Of course he does. Of course he does, SimRacer. There's always going to be competition between different publishers and developers, you know. But and you got to give them credit for trying. But there's one thing that they're missing, and that's passion. Money seems to dictate their loyalty in a way. An opportunity definitely dictates their loyalty to their players. I mean, you can give it some breathing room. I mean, you know that Fernbus, you know, you're gonna have it. It's gonna have its issues straight out of the box because it's coming from PC to console. You know, all ports have issues for their first couple of months of the life cycle, but it's the time that they take to actively put those things right, and the proof is in the pudding. You know, we've seen it with all the other titles that they've done the same thing too, and yet we still don't have concrete answers, do we? So like I say to you guys, I appreciate you all coming in, you know, having a chat. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, I value each and every one of you. I appreciate you all being here. You could be elsewhere, watching other things, doing other things. So, you know, for you to take time out of your evenings to sit here and watch me, you know, it is appreciated. There we are, look. Southampton and Dover. Well, to be honest, I don't really know like the logistical side of these games and how long that they've been out for. I'm not going to pretend that I do know that. But I know that yes, ETS and American Truck, they've been out for a little while now, so they've definitely had the backing, you know. But it just shows you what people can achieve, you know, if they just put their mind to it, put a little bit of passion in there, you know, and actually focus on what the player wants rather than how much can we take from the player, you know. I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna have to put you on a timeout, Sim Racer, I think. I'll get one of those sensor things, you know, censored. Just put it over my feet. Oh, thank you very much for waiting for me. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting, because if you actually look, Sim Racer, or should I say Juan, sorry, at the updates for Tourist Bus for PC, and actually look at the last time that the game was updated. You know? Yeah, no, it's all good, Sim Racer. It's all good. Nothing wrong with a bit of banter. Just no special requests, alright? Keep it PG. You just give me an idea. Maybe I should start making. Maybe I should do like a calendar. You know, like a you know, like my sock photo shoot. You know, for each month. I mean, it'd be a pretty boring calendar, you know, because each page would be white, but may throw in a black sock here and there. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, if anyone, right, is gonna get a, if anyone's gonna get an update for any of their games, it's bound to be PC first. And the fact that that hasn't actually happened, kind of gives you a little bit of insight as to what's going on. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Alexander. I mean, most people wear shoes. That's fine. I just feel more comfortable wearing socks. Why not, Sim Racer? I think I'll make some decent money on that. Oh, I mean, you imagine wearing silk socks. Oh, that's just a thought that's just come to my head. There's no removing that. Actually worked with a guy that he had a silk sleeping bag, but the only problem is that we were camped on a hill. So most mornings you just find him at the bottom of the tent. Oh yeah, baggy sock. Yeah, screw that. Yeah, that's right. Especially in today's world, eh? Now what you need is a decent pair of Crocs. That'll do ya. Oh, damn it. 2 seconds. Yeah, water shoes, yeah. But like I was saying, a little bit more on a serious note. You know, I think for the longevity of TML and the games which they're producing, I mean, as long as people continue to buy them, you know, it's not going to stop. And that just goes for anything, really. But I really do hope, for the sake of it, for what it's worth, I really do hope that, you know, we do get somewhere, we do get something good from Fernbus. Well, that's a very hard thing to answer, Juan. To be honest, it'll probably be some. I mean, I already know that they've got like another trucking logistical game in the works already. But as to what they decide to do after the bus, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, they'll probably continue to work on games which have already been released. I mean, I know that the bus is definitely taking up a lot of their time and resources. Do they, Alexander? Nice one, man. Yeah, there's a lot of things, isn't there? I mean, the list really does go on. It really does. Like, it doesn't stop. The problem is like what they did with like on the road. They fix one thing and break 5 things, you know. There's no real telling what they've got in store for us. But you know, if I was a betting man, probably not an awful lot. But I think for what it's worth, you know, I give credit where credit is due. You know, it's nice that they're planning on bringing it to. Oh no, I need to be in this one. They are bringing it to the consoles. You know, especially the request and how long that's kind of backlogged. There's a lot riding on it, isn't there? Awful lot riding on it. But then again, you know, it's one of those things. I watched the trailer for Train Sim World 3 earlier, you know, and I don't know, the music choice was a bit bizarre for trains, but yeah. To be honest, Juan, anyway, I'm more interested to see what goes on with this company and what they decide to do, whether they decide to bring out, you know, like a American Truck 2 or Euro Truck 3 or something. You know, I mean, if you was to ever like see a trailer for Euro Truck 3 or American Truck 2, you know, you know that you would buy them without hesitation. And that just speaks volumes, doesn't it, of how well they've done, what they've achieved with these titles. I mean, I know I definitely would. I'd definitely buy their next title without hesitation. Yeah, I agree there, Alexander. It was extremely disappointing. You know, I mean, there was a lot riding on that update as well. Yeah, that's it, Juan. Yeah, you just... I mean, you know that they're worth their money. That's alright, Alexander. You ain't got to apologise for it, mate. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I understand what you mean. I know what you're saying. You're all good, man. No judgment from me. How's it going, Stephen? Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the madness. Well, it would certainly seem that way, Juan, at the moment. Yeah, this is actually the longest I've played Euro Truck. You know, and we've done some hefty miles, easily over 2,000 miles this stream, easy. Nice one, man. I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you being here anyway. Thanks for joining and saying hello. Just to get you up to speed, Stephen, you know, this is in fact the longest haul that I've actually done on Euro Truck. I thought I've been neglecting the game for too long now, and I really want to get back into it and kind of do it properly. Bearing in mind, like, you know, I have used mods through this save, so I may end up going down the more legitimate route without you know, without using mods, and just try and build a company from the ground up. Alright, what's going on over here? No, Stephen. This is completely different. It's a completely different haul anyway. The last two streams that I did on Euro Truck, the first one was going okay, then the weather just took a turn and literally just knocked out all the power in my house. Knocked the stream for 6, and then I had to come back with another one. Oh, that is a very, very narrow lane. Just give it some power to get out of it. There we go. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing all good, Stephen. And for all of you guys that are new here, oh yeah, thank you for letting me through. And for all the guys that, you know, are new here, you know, if you like this sort of content, you know, I'm covering simulation games left, right and centre. If it's something that you like, something you enjoy, you know, appreciate a cheeky like and a subscribe. It definitely goes a long way. Yeah, we did. Yeah, Stephen. Yeah, we did. We had two pretty much back to back, if I'm honest. There was probably a couple hours between them. You know. You know, we must have had a good solid sort of like 35-45 minutes of just thunder. It went on for a little while. Pretty cool though, because I love thunder and lightning and all that good stuff, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that it's quite yet over, Stephen. I mean, you know, we've still got weather alerts here, so I don't actually think it's the last of it. I don't mind either way, you know, as long as it clears this humidity away, I don't care, you know. Just gives me an excuse to play more simulation games. Oh, that's a very good question, Juan. Very good question. At the moment, I've got my eyes on another hunting simulator called Way of the Hunter. Just waiting on a few more review videos for that before I actually buy it. But yeah, that's one of them. I don't know. I may even take the plunge and buy the new Train Sim World 3. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, I can handle the heat. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to the humidity, it just wipes me, and I get like storm headaches as well, like tension. You know, they make me really tired. I end up having a headache for a couple days, in fact. Juan, just buy a PC, mate. You won't regret it, honestly. You won't. It'll do everything that you want this Xbox to do. So. Yeah, it's quite warm the nights here as well. In fact, that's the worst part of it, I think. Trying to sleep through it just doesn't happen, does it? Evening, Darren. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Still got 894 miles to go. But it's all worth it. Yeah, not too bad, Darren. Just thought I'd jump on Euro Truck, you know. But all good this end. All good this end, mate. I mean, it would be better if I was sat in a fridge, but, you know, or an articulated lorry. Refrigerated lorry, should I say. Oh, here we go. The adult nudes are back. Goodness me. Ah, dear. Ah. Never a dull moment, is there? Yeah, good man, Juan. Good man. Good man. Like I say, you aren't going to regret it. Trust me, you're not. It's worth every penny. Oh, I wouldn't bother, Juan. Problem is with bots like that is that they never go away. I think this is probably now, what, the 5th, maybe 6th bot that I've actually hidden from the channel. And they just keep coming. But it's always around the same times. Ah, nice one, Darren. You enjoy it, mate. You enjoy it. That cool breeze that comes through. Oh. Yeah, no worries, Juan. I understand that you see it, but like when it does come up onto the channel, I click hide, so that same bot can't come back at a later date, you know. But you always get a new one. I blame Sim Racer for it. He said the magic words. Yeah, same thing, Stephen. Even with the thunderstorms, it's not cleared it completely. You could be right there, Juan. You could be right. You know, one of the best things I actually bought was a ceiling fan. Oh my life. You know, they definitely make a difference. I got one downstairs in the living room. You know, it takes the edge off, but when we had that heat a few days ago, God, it was just circulating warm air around. It was horrible. Just have a cold shower and sit in front of a fan. That'll do it. But I've got a few ideas in the pipeline for the 200 subscriber giveaway. You know, I think it's going to be a common thing. It's going to be a common trend. You know, I think the least I could do is do a giveaway every 100 subscribers. So I've got a few ideas. You know, a simulator that I would like to see, you know, you ever watch that show, Ice Road Truckers? Imagine if they made a game like that. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, it's a pretty good one, isn't it, Stephen? I love watching stuff like that, you know, even like roadside recovery, all that good stuff. White sock competition, eh? Do a raffle. Yeah, Deadliest Catch is a good one as well. Quite a few sad stories in that one. Wicked Tuna was a good one as well. I enjoyed watching that show. Wicked Tuna. Yeah, that's the only downside, Alexander. It's not... I don't know, TV isn't what it used to be, you know. It's all the same crap on there now, isn't it? More than likely, Juan. More than likely, but it you know, I mean, a lot of the weather stuff, you got to understand, you're putting extra stress, extra load onto your game, so some mods, like the weather mods, can cause your game to crash. You know, majority of the mods that are on there haven't actually been updated, so you have to really like read through them before you install them. But if you haven't watched the show Wicked Tuna, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're into your fishing. I've been thinking about making a Discord, Alexander, where people can, you know, come in, link up with each other, game with each other, share pictures of, you know, in-game trucks or buses or anything like that, you know. Just like a little community area where we can all come in and have a chat, you know. Can't see nothing on this road. But like I say, I will be back at it again tomorrow. Back at it again. But tomorrow I'll be playing American Truck. What are you all up to anyway? Any of you guys playing any games? Oh, old Lambo pulled over there. Oh, honestly, I can't wait for it, Juan. Honestly, I'm excited for you, man. I really am. You just think all the multiplayer convoys will get up to, all that good stuff, you know. You'll definitely get your money's worth, 100%. Oh, absolutely, Stephen. Yeah, and that just, it's without saying, really. You know, the PC side of things when it comes to these games, not just these games, but any game you can really think of. You know, there are mods for everything. Like, I've been playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, I bought Cyberpunk on the PS5. Quite enjoy it. I like the Blade Runner, you know, theme. And I've been playing Cyberpunk on the PC, and with the mods it is a completely different game. Like, completely. Yeah, no worries, Juan. No worries, man. Like I say, you got any questions, here to aid you, you know what I mean? If you need any help with anything regarding your PC when you get it, don't be afraid to ask, man. I'll help you as best as I can. You know, I'll even talk you through it. Sounds awesome, Alexander. You know, I appreciate you guys sticking around. I know it's been a long stream. You know, we've still got 650 miles to go. Oh, definitely, Juan. There is a lot to learn about PC gaming, but when you get your head around the basics of it, it's actually quite simple. It's just the modding side of things which can be quite technical, especially if like the game that you want to mod doesn't have like a it's not part of like the Steam Workshop. The Steam Workshop is basically just a domain for listings of all different types of mods for the game that you're playing, but not all games are like that. You know, you've got to really mess around with the files and stuff. It's been a little while since I've done a long stream, Juan. You know, like this anyway. Usually they're roughly between like an hour, maybe hour and a half tops. But I thought I'd just, you know, see as long as I can really go. It's a challenge for me, this. But it's in the title. Can we make it? I mean, we've done a pretty hefty chunk of the journey so far. Oh, I'm glad you find that relaxing, Alexander. I mean, sometimes it's nice just to sit back and unwind, innit? You know, like, that's what I love about this game so much. You know, being in the cab, just driving. You know, it's a shame that I can't play music, because I would. I put some, you know, some music on in the background, but YouTube, so... Look at that rig. I think it's so cool as well that you're able to buy your own trailers and use your own trailers, you know, to complete jobs. Yeah, I mean, what I try and do, Juan, is I try and chuck as many as I can out. Like, not so much just getting it out for the sake of getting it out. Like, I have to have something relatively decent to talk about. But, you know, it's quite hard, this YouTube game. No worries, Stephen, mate. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, this YouTube game it's not easy. I mean, it's oversaturated at the moment with simulation games. You know, there's a lot of people that are covering it. But I don't know, a lot of people offer different things, don't they? Take it easy, man. But in relation to, obviously, you know, the elements of quite a few PC games being ported over to consoles, it's really nice to see. You know, I hope that they continue to do it, but in the right way, you know. I appreciate that, Alexander. You know, it's not like I do anything special here. At the end of the day, I'm just driving. I actually enjoy talking to you guys more than anything else. You know, you're the people that really make the the stream interesting for me. You know, I like engaging with you. No, I can't say I have one. No. I mean, I know that Aerosoft have done their police simulators, and oh, I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole. Honestly, the frame rate drops on their new one, Police Simulator 3, is just, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, that €400 speeding offence will definitely put a dent in my 2.3 million, won't it? Driving all the way to Lithuania. See, that's the beautiful side about this game, is each DLC that you buy adds a new area to the map. You know, so you're talking miles of road to drive. You know, and each individual, you know, square meter or square kilometer, whatever, there is detail. So I wouldn't like to imagine how long these games actually take, the maps, the expansions actually take to produce. It's crazy, their attention to detail. It's insane. Yeah, no, I wasn't disagreeing with you, Juan. I was just saying that Aerosoft have done police simulators as well. Ooh. Might be interesting to have a look at. I've been to Brighton quite a few times. Yeah, some scooter rallies and all that. It's an alright place. I'm sure that living there is probably a different story, but everywhere's got its own faults, hasn't it? But yeah, Juan, like I say, the PC side of it, you know, you're gonna really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. You know, I mean, I enjoy the PC side of things so much that I've even contemplated selling my PS5. That's how good it is. Oh. Yeah, Alexander, Fernbus has quite a few DLCs, but I think it's just like, it's no different than Tourist Bus in a way. Like, you can pay for buses, and I think you can pay for like paint jobs and liveries and stuff like that. But the beauty about it for PC is obviously you've got the modding community side of it, so you can install all of that sort of stuff for free. As to map expansions and things like that, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, got another toll. Drop the speed down a little bit. I mean, I've thought about it, Juan. I have thought about it. Because the majority of the time that I spend gaming is now on the PC. Because, you know, I like playing Euro Truck and American Truck, so there isn't really anything sim related on consoles that I really want to play, that I can't play on, the PC. Well, that's it. That's kind of the logic behind it, Juan. You know, and obviously using it to improve my setup that I've got here as well. And it's not like I'll lose all of my progression and all the games that I've bought, because I still have access to the account, and if I decide that I want to buy a PS5 later down the line, I can, you know. Yeah, I play multiplayer on Red Dead 2. In fact, I'm quite far through it actually. Pretty much own everything. There's nothing really left for me to buy. It's fun, but the name kind of precedes itself. You know, Red Dead. You know, it is dead online, and the fact that they're not updating it anymore, you know, it gets a bit stale. Brilliant game though. But it's one of those games that is like, it's best played with others. I find that a lot of Rockstar games are like that. I can't remember whether you're on. Are you on PS5, Juan, or Xbox? I can't remember what you're on. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Juan. I'll have to uninstall all of the mods that I've got on there though. Before I play online. Oh, okay, so you don't actually don't have a console at the moment then? Well, I mean, if you don't own a console, you know, and you're going to PC, I mean, you're making the right move. Yeah, not to say that there's anything wrong with consoles, but you know, you're obviously enthusiastic about, you know, sim games and stuff like that, so you're definitely making the right move in regards to that. Another toll to pay for? Rip off. Yeah, Alexander, I'm pretty sure I got you as a friend, man. But it's been amazing driving tonight. We've got a fair few miles under our belt. But these last sort of like 400 miles, I say, these next 300 miles, it's gonna go so fast. Yeah, affordability when it comes to PCs, I agree. Gaming laptops, PCs, the current state of the market right now, especially for parts, is ridiculous. Supply and demand, unfortunately, and I think that over the next few years it's only going to get worse. So really, now is the right time to get started with it if that's what you plan on doing. For anyone else, for that matter, that's planning on, you know, getting a PC, I'd do it now before they jack the prices up even more, because it's going to happen, and they've already said that it's going to happen. Whoa. I don't think I've been through as many tolls as this before. But I don't think you're the only one there, Juan. You know, the prices do scare away a lot of people, and rightfully so. You know, buying a gaming PC, it's not a cheap move. But in saying that, it's definitely worth it. Because if you get yourself a fairly decent one, fairly decent spec, you won't have to upgrade it for like the next 10-15 years, so and with the GeForce Now, you know, you don't even need a high spec gaming PC to play something like this. You know, you can go through their service. Yeah, I can believe it. I can believe it, Juan. Problem is, it's just a common thing now. Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta strike when the iron's hot, so to speak. But it's not only that, it's people that bulk buy, you know, like the scalpers, you know, they buy all the latest parts, you know, and hoard them essentially, and then sell them for ridiculous prices. There's a lot of that going on. But once things start becoming a little bit more mainstream, you know, like PS5s and Series X's and stuff, once that stuff comes, you know, starts to become a little bit more mainstream, then a lot more people will be enjoying the next gen titles and stuff. Oh, the Earth's been sending us a warning for for ages. We're never gonna listen. We'll be living underground soon, like the film Riddick. That's what it reminds me of. We'll be in underground bunkers. Half the planet burnt, scorched. It's always a positive conversation. In other words, you best get your PC whilst you can, Juan. But no, it definitely puts a few things into perspective. You know, for the generation of gaming now, you know, it's definitely coming in leaps and bounds. The consoles are getting a lot more love. You know, simulation games are coming in from PC. You know, we're getting some really top end games, and I hope that it continues. Just get a solar panel, mate. You'll be alright. Just get a shed load of those solar panelled battery packs, power cells. But I'm definitely interested to see the direction. Oh, speeding offence. The direction of these games, especially Fernbus. Oh, here we go. Not checking my mirrors now. Never mind. Oh, and they're back. Must be that time of night. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, it didn't even open. Never mind. Yeah, I've enjoyed it too, Juan. I've enjoyed it too. It's been nice to be able to, you know, jump in and get a few few decent hours out of the game. I think this is the longest that I've played it since I've owned it. It's definitely the longest haul that I've done since owning the game. But hopefully, Juan, it gives you a little bit more of an insight as to what the game's about, you know, and what it has to offer and how long these journeys can be. You can adjust that as well. So you can adjust how long I mean, they get much longer than this. I think mine set just below halfway. So maybe one day I'll just jack it all the way up and see how far we get. I think it's really cool seeing all like the trucks and rigs and stuff, you know, like all in the sleeping bays. Nighttime has approached. But like I say, I will be back again tomorrow with a little bit more American truck. Have a play around on there. May install a couple more mods, you know, just to enhance the experience a little bit. See if we can get some long hauls on that. I think it'd be pretty sweet. But like I say, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you that stuck around for the stream. You know, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. If you are new here, please like and subscribe, turn that bell notification on. You know, I'm going to be covering an awful lot of simulation games. Euro Truck, American Truck, all like the same, Tourist Bus. I'll try and update you as best as I can regarding those games. But yeah, it's massively appreciated. Oh, Juan, do you know, I don't actually know, if I'm honest with you. It's pretty cool driving through the UK, I suppose. You know, being able to kind of drive the same roads which I've driven in the real world, you know. Seeing it is for what it is. You know, seeing whether it's like an accurate representation of, you know, what the, you know, the UK really looks like, and they've done a really good job. But it is nice just being able to have the option to travel to different countries. You know, and when you drive through your own country, like I just said, and you see roads which you've driven through in the real world, you know, and you can only imagine what it's like in other countries, or you get an opportunity to kind of see it in a way. I'm pretty sure I'm in Lithuania now. I must be. Yep. Or Warsaw. So I must be in Poland then. Yeah, I did have the option to drive to Austria with the other cargo, but I think Sim Racer picked Lithuania, so you know that's where we're traveling. Oh yeah, definitely, Juan, definitely. I mean, the thing is, like, the world is your oyster, really, isn't it, when it comes to this? You know, because there is so many areas that you can drive, so many different countries that you can drive in. You know, it definitely, it's definitely worth the price. Oh, they've had an accident. $250 miles to go. I can't honestly believe that I've sat through this and driven all this way. Gonna feel it in the morning, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure what countries are left, but they have covered quite a majority of them, haven't they? Yeah, Ireland would be nice. I mean, I'm not too sure what they've got in the pipeline for like other areas to drive through, like other countries, but I'm sure, you know, they're pretty good when it comes to communication, so I'm sure it won't be very hard to find out. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, we've rear-ended a tipper. That's never a good idea. Hey, last 200 miles. 5 hours and 20 minutes left. Bit of a risky move. But I'm not being stuck behind that all the way. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be really nice to jump back into American truck. You know, I think I need to make a few tweaks to the engine that I have in my. I think it's a Peterbilt that I'm driving. I think we've got like a 1,000 brake horsepower diesel Cummins engine in it. You know, and it's pretty rapid for a truck. Speeding offence, another one. Nah, it's all good. Oops, never mind. Let's just merge into the traffic, shall we? I thought it was a double lane. Boy, was I wrong. I don't know how they, you know, real truckers do this in the real world. You know, driving for this long period of time, you can definitely tell why they encourage to have a rest when you're tired. Slightly getting that way for myself, if I'm honest. But not too much longer to go now. 170 miles. Been an amazing trip. It's nice being able to drive. Oh, 100% Juan. It's been a long one. It's been a long one. You know, I think for future, you know, I'm not going to be doing these long routes all the time. This is a bit of a one-off. But I'll definitely stick to more like the shorter routes, under 1,000 miles anyway. Because I've done well over 2,000 miles. A nice coffee. Like I said, Juan, when you do get your PC, as if you do, you know, you will be able to do stuff like this. You know, considering I started the stream at 8:30 and it's nearly 11:30. Oh, damn. Yeah, exactly. You're right there, Juan. You know, I think if I was in the on a public road, I'd be in trouble. But then I'm used to driving like this anyway. You know, I mean, in the line of work that I do, you know, I last year I drove enough miles to go to Bulgaria from the UK. So it just puts it into perspective on how many miles I actually drive a year. All work related, of course. That's not including personal stuff. That's what it's all about, Juan. You know, I'm glad that I can influence and inspire you to want to play these games. You know, they're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, you can understand why they're so popular. You know, and being able to use a wheel, a shifter, all that kind of stuff, it just adds to the immersion of it, you know. Don't get me wrong, playing these games with a controller or even the keys, I mean, the keys are a bit fiddly. You know, you can't really get like that sort of steering wheel response, you know, from keys. It's very abrupt, left and right. I wouldn't recommend it using your keyboard for it. But I am glad that I've got the stamina switched off, oh, fatigue switched off. Because I think I would have completely missed the deadline if I would have had to have slept, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, Juan, you won't get off it. You won't get off it. You become a hermit for a week. But you'll have to, you know, you'll have to look into American truck as well. American truck is a good one. I have to say I do prefer the American trucks over the European ones. You know, and that's just down to personal preference, I suppose. But it's nice that, you know, you have that option. Is this a fuel station? I can't really see it on the map. Yeah, it is, yeah. Let's pull into here real quick. Top up on some fuel. So that way, the next drive that we do, we're primed and ready. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Juan. You know, I don't do any of that stuff either. So I can kind of, you know, you can kind of justify it, can't you? That's what I like driving at night as well on this game, is that there's hardly any traffic. But it is quite an expensive hobby in it, Juan, you know. Oh, here comes the rain. I think I've done pretty well for time, actually, considering, you know, I've got 50 miles left and I've got an hour and 20 minutes. You know, I think I've done pretty well. Yeah, good night, Alexander, mate. Thank you for stopping in, saying hello. Massively appreciated. Hope you enjoy your beauty sleep. Hopefully I'll catch you in tomorrow's stream. Oh, how cool is this? Which way is it coming? Oh, there it is. That's the first time I've seen that. That's pretty cool. Do you know what, Juan? I don't actually know, because I've never run out of fuel and I've never broken down. I'm sure I say that now, but I don't know, maybe we'll have to put it to the test. but I've never, like I say, I've never broken down on this or run out of fuel, so I don't actually know what happens when that does happen. There is a massive storm front coming in. Not really the most ideal driving conditions, but I'm sure there is some form of system. How intricate that system is, I have no idea. Whoa, another big flash. The weather is so realistic on this. You know, it'd be really gutting if I was to drive all that way for it to be late, you know. Kind of thinking that maybe stopping for fuel wasn't such a good idea. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I think I missed the the entrance there. Oh dear. Sometimes they're not as easy to see, but it's all good. Call that thunder. Right, let's make sure that we don't miss the entrance this time round. Wonder if the gate opens. Yes, it does. Mirror view. Oh, gone a bit too far over. Engine off. So originally it says the driven distance is 1,249 miles, bearing in mind that you want to add another 900 and something on top of that, just going there and collecting the trailer. You know, it's absolutely crazy. But amazing stuff. But yeah, guys, like I said, thank you so much for sticking around for this stream. If you could leave us a little cheeky like, subscribe, turn that bell notification on, that'd be massively appreciated. But I appreciate each and every one of you that stuck around to watch the stream. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. But until next time, guys, take it easy, stay safe, and I will catch you all in the next one.